Hello everyone, Ado here.
And Suyoi. Jugaron. Bum 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 bum. Is it? I don't know. That's exactly what it sounds like.
For some reason, I just imagine a scenario of like someone with an invisible suit trying to sneak up on somebody to like, stab them in the back, but then the person just turns around and like as the invisible suit like goes off, and they're just staring at each other for like a minute, and then the dude who was going to do the stabbing like slightly tries to go around them by like edging to the right, but the guy is just like turning to like follow them.
Okay, so what are we dealing with here? Hell Scythe Gundam, Death Scythe Hell thing, and Heavy Arms. Oh, I wonder what you're gonna do. I think you're gonna punch me.
No.
Oh god! Oh, he's already got 10!
Well, if you'll take a look at him again.
Yeah, so he's got these two really big, cool Gatling things.
Yeah, those guns don't allow for other weapons to be equipped in the arm.
Right, so he's only going to shoot.
Yeah, he has no handguns and no melee weapons. He might be able to attack with his fist. I doubt it. Not too sure about that. So, yeah, he's basically going to dock you to death. Okay. But anyways, I believe I was talking about my awesome OC One Piece fruit last episode.
Yeah.
Alright. So, was there something you were going to ask? Or...
Yes, I was going to ask, since it's only been about 5 minutes, is there a time limit to how long, like, say you could throw out like a Sea King or something, like, could it just go off forever and live a life?
Yes, something like that if like conditions were normal, and it was a normal Sea King, it wasn't one of the off-brand ones, so to speak.
Okay.
Then it would be able to live like a normal life and stuff. The way that these objects work is that whenever they're like put to the destroy point to where they would cease being what they're supposed to be.
Like if they were just stabbed through or something.
Like
if it's
yeah, let's just throw in, like, say it's a copy of Luffy out there or something, and someone just like did something that would obliterate Luffy and obliterated the copy. What would happen is that the copy would just puff back into smoke and just kind of evaporate into nothingness. Yeah. So, like, they wouldn't leave any remains or anything like that behind. And that's pretty much true for, like, all other stuff. So, if there's a ship that, like, I copied and it ever got, like, super destroyed, then it would just pop out of existence into, like, the smoke. So, there was actually a question that came up to myself whenever I thought one of the uses I would have for this fruit. Mm-hmm. And one of the things I was, okay, then that means that I'm going to create, like, a big, a banquet of food and, like, water and drinks and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. So that way, whenever my crew gets hungry, it's like, okay, what does everyone feel like, eating today? Just, like, gotcha upon out, like, this big old feast, like, on command. But then I was thinking, wait, if my stuff poofs away whenever it gets too destroyed, then what stops the food from poofing away whenever, like, it's consumed or something like that? Because, you're biting into it, yeah? Mm-hmm. Well, I figured a natural distinguishment I can make for that would be just, like, whenever you, change something and it, like, destroys it past what its intent to be.
So because it was intended to feed, it still keeps them fed.
Right. Like, you bite into it, you chew it, and it converts into, like, whatever it's supposed to convert. Like, it'll hold, like, its existence at that point. But if you were to do something, like, extremely, like, what it was, unnatural to what it was supposed to be, then it would, like, do the whole poofing away and stuff like that. Because it's no longer close to what it was supposed to imitate. So I figure, okay, that's how I'm able to keep food and stuff with its properties and things like that.
Right, okay.
Okay. Also, and like the whole mixing thing that I brought up last episode, where you can take two qualities, like the way that that came about was actually somewhat similar to the voodoo fruit. What?
that giant beam thing just missed one of them and barely did any damage to the other one.
Ah. But still, treat them with all due seriousness.
Oh boy!
Did you system crack the both of them already?
No, I was about to do it to one of them. No, wait, I got it off on him.
Ah, okay.
That's probably why it did very little damage, actually, now that I think about it.
So, I'll probably just do it to the other one now.
Right, that's why I'm full regenerating. I'm just hoping that Fritz doesn't get totally owned. Okay. Oh, okay, you were just doing that.
Okay. So yeah, allow me to go a little bit more into depth about the whole mixing of capsules and things like that. That actually comes back from the voodoo fruit. Like, one thing I was thinking that I could possibly do with the voodoo fruit is since, it's a straw doll that represents someone, right? So I was thinking, what if I took a straw from that doll and put it with another person's doll? Basically taking characteristics from one and putting it onto another. Because the main, overall goal that this would achieve would be, say I had a doll of Nami. And say I had a doll of Baby 5.
Okay, you have a doll of Nami, you have a doll of Baby 5.
Okay, great. Thanks. So, ideally, I was like, what if I wanted to take the personality trait of Baby 5 of wanting to be needed, and I just put that into Nami? And I was like, how did that would work? Well, I would just, take the straw of wanting to be needed, and, I would just apply that to the Nami doll. And I was thinking, how exactly would that work? Would I, undo the doll? Would I just kind of stick it in there? Would I just tie it around the other doll, and, it would just fuse? And it was like, that's when it felt like things were, getting a little bit complicated. But that was actually fixed by the gacha system.
Oh, hey, everyone lived.
Well,
for now.
Yeah.
I mean, the other one's going to do a range attack, so someone's probably going to die unless he attacks Bazuli.
Or they dodge.
Okay, well, sweet. Sweet.
Okay.
That's great, thanks.
Did you have Fritz go Super Fritz?
I did.
Okay, so he has the super speed boost.
Ah! That's the why that happened. I see.
Okay. So, wanting to get the same desired effect of last time, man, I want, a Nami that has Baby 5's personality. I was like, how would I do that with the gacha system? Well, you start out as smoke to begin with when they're in those balls until you pop them out. So I figure, just convert them back into smoke, put them into, separate halves of the balls. Because,
I didn't know that's what you were doing.
Oh, he might kill one, depending on who it is, but...
Oh,
wow. Was Li Fang's system hacked or cracked?
Cracked.
Ah.
But so was he, that's the thing.
Okay. So they're actually on even ground right now.
Yeah. Even ground, quote unquote.
Okay. But yeah, take them, put them into their smoke halves, and put them into the different halves of the ball. Put the ball together, shake it up, because it's One Piece. You got to give some visual stuff. Otherwise, what's the point?
Right, of course.
Okay. And then just crack it open, and out would be essentially just Baby 5. It would be Nami, but with Baby 5's personality mixed in there.
In a maid outfit.
Yeah, I could do that. I have no problem swinging that.
I have nothing against that. Sure, yeah. Let's do it.
So I figure, this seems like it's I'm just thinking, okay, how would One Piece use my Devil Fruit realistically if it was in the series? And the way I see it, I would be played for jokes and laughs just constantly, and they would use me to set up for things you probably wouldn't see too normally in situations. The one thing I see is here I am, I'm my pirate ship, just going along. I run into the One Piece cruise, and it's oh, I can do this, and I can do that, show off my powers, and I'd be another Foxy.
Yeah, well, everyone likes Foxy, right?
Yeah, I'd be another Foxy, it's just, instead of doing Davy back, I, got characters' underwears.
I have my panty collection.
Yeah, I just see that, but being one of the things, oh, if you can give me that crew member's underwear, and it's going over to Chopper or something like that.
Did you just murder an angel? Fuck you! Die!
And it'd be yeah, I can give you as many copies as you want, or something like that. Or however they would play me for laughs and things. Or the problem more often than not, I'd just be selling them stuff. Like, oh, I can sell
Sanji,
you this.
want a Nami?
Yeah, and it'd be like, just like a perfect, like, 1/6 PVC, like, sculpture of Nami or something like that.
Oh. Huh,
Yeah,
would getting one of Nami's oranges or tangerines, like, count as a personal object? Like a really good one?
Well, that would depend on certain factors. Okay, the tangerine object that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, is it something that she personally grew?
Yes, on the ship.
Okay, is it something that she gave special care for, or is it part of an orchard to where they all generally got like equal care?
All the same.
Okay, that would be a silver.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now that would be a silver coin in terms of what I'd be able to pull. Okay, now here's also another important point. Is this coin in relation of trying to get a duplicate of Nami?
Yes.
Okay. What kind of duplicate? Like a figurine of Nami, or like a flesh and blood exact?
1v1.
Ah, okay, 1v1. Then at most it would be a silver. Mainly because it's part of an orchard, it's one of a group, it is something that she grew herself, so there is some personal investment there. But because it's not something that's like, directly, like heavily, like, this is their personal object of sorts, then it's not going to be a gold variant. Although, should probably set down some more examples of like what would give us bronze, what would give us silver, and what would give a gold, and what kind of things could you expect. Although that seems like a lot of stuff to try to explain.
Yeah.
It seems like it'd be easier to where if someone just asked me, what would you get through this and this? Then I could probably give like an exact answer, and from there people would be able to judge, what would be able to be done and what couldn't be done. No. Oh, right, but something I believe I went over, I stated, but I didn't go over why. So, while like the gachas and copies are powerful and stuff like that, they can't break certain laws and rules.
Uh-huh.
Right. Remember I said that I couldn't duplicate devil fruits?
Uh-huh.
That's because, if I remember correctly, one of the hard, fast stated rules about devil fruits was only one could ever exist at a time.
Yeah. I haven't seen anything like negate that yet.
I mean, we've seen duplicates of like people with the same powers like exist and be gone and stuff like that, but so far that's been like the one hard, fast rule. There's only one devil fruit at a time. So even though like
Still alive, huh? Now that's what I like to see. Wait, is this gonna kill me? This might just kill me. Well, he was system cracked. Okay, we're still fine. I think Lifehang straight up dodged it.
Ah.
Beam knife him! Beam knife him good!
Just because?
Just because.
Okay, so I take it you stopped giving this boss the seriousness.
Yeah, I did. I'm sorry.
Well, I guess it's fine.
He's very close to death.
How do you know?
I feel it in my bones. Go! Yeah! Yeah! My bones were right this time!
Oh wow, I just realized something.
Mm.
Your heavy arms shanked the other heavy arms. It was like, they're both equal in power and specs. What is the one difference? I brought a knife! Just pull that out and battle one.
The other one, Nani!
So go get your prizes. They're just right through that door.
There can be only one! It's true. The one true heavy arms was one that had the melee option.
Okay. So then, like,
Ooh.
So
20 or 200,000? 20. 20,000. It's 20.
Okay.
20,000 cuts.
Not bad. You can certainly upgrade some mobile suits with that.
Oh boy. Ian Char.
Not a bad optional part.
E cap L.
He does to even make mobile suits.
Staircases, not big enough for me. Death Scythe data 50.
Oh, congratulations. You got another really strong all-around mobile suit.
E-caps. Huh.
And that's it. Congratulations. You have conquered Mount Trial.
No! That's it?
Well, as far as I can figure, yes, that's it.
That was weak sauce.
Well,
What was that?
I wouldn't call it weak sauce. I would say that that's a show of how strong your units have gotten.
Those guys weren't that tough.
Yeah, they didn't go down like punks like everyone else did.
Yeah, they did.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did. They certainly were no 2 Red Ravens.
Okay, now, the 2 Red Ravens is just like the most unfair thing in this entire game. Like,
They weren't 2 big Zams
been...
even.
Hmm.
2 big Zam Kais. They weren't even that bad.
Yeah, okay. They weren't like,
The 2 Bancho big Zams. I don't know why that is the joke that came out of those things. Just sitting there squatting with big ass Bancho Jotaro coats.
Well,
Big Zamuda! Wait, why am I here? Murray, make this mobile suit for me. I can't do that. What the hell? Look, I can do a lot of things, but you can put big parts with Crane. I'm not a G-system. Are you not? Get in the back. So you see, like, there's a giant building connected to her building. I may have moved an entire building just because I foresaw this set of circumstances. Damn it. Never mind, okay, I won't.
Okay, so, like, I'd say just go to Eisengrad and go to the G system that's, like, above that.
Okay.
That will lead you to the quickest path of getting this mobile suit that has at the very least, its option parts is quite valuable.
I thought that might be true.
But, as far as a mobile suit itself, yeah, I'd say it has good all-around stats. It's only, like,
I might use it.
Like, just maybe a little bit of a grade below what New Gundam is.
Huh. Wow.
Now, in terms of, like, being all around, like, good stats and stuff like that. Let's see. If I remember correctly, I think that's not worth getting into, like, what I did. But anyways, the other stuff I was saying.
Uh-huh.
What was the other stuff I was saying? Oh yeah, like, certain things I can't break the rules of, and I figured, like, this is why I said maybe it'd be fun to make, like, a little captain's log journal or something like that, of, like, experimenting with my devil fruit to see what it can and can't do. Like, they've already established in the series how if a person that's a devil fruit user dies, then their fruit would just, like, go
I'm
and...
save on 10 this time.
Okay.
Because, I haven't saved on 10 in a while.
Okay. It's like, that fruit would just go off to the nearest fruit, inhabit that, and it'd be like the devil fruit had passed on and stuff like that, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Well, since I like to think that, my copies, especially ones made from gold coins, would be perfect copies, some would think that, that would happen. To where if a devil fruit user died, then, like, their devil fruit would just go on to someone else. But due to the law of the universe, more or less stating that you can't have more than one of the same devil fruit out there, then it can't happen.
This G system built in the mountain, you know what it reminds me of? A vault from Fallout.
Huh. Which one?
Any vault.
Oh.
They're all usually built into the side of mountains anyway. Except for the one in 4, I guess. That one was a straight hole down. I'm used to the one from Fallout 3. And there was quite a few in Fallout 4 that I met that were also just drilled into the side of a mountain.
Well...
Like the one that was
wasn't
a town.
the one in 4 still in the mountain and just went straight down after you climbed to the top of it?
Yeah. It's just usually they go from the side. So I can't get more Death Scythe data, huh?
Right.
Huh. I have enough to make a Dryson, too. A Dryson. I could also make a Dryson.
If I remember correctly, you already took a look at it, but then you were like, nah.
Yeah. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Previously, in Gundam.
Yeah, I must say, from what I recall of, like, the Gundam series, like, the W, Gundam W, or W Gundam, whatever.
Is this from that?
Yes. Like, the Death Scythe, the Altron, the Sandrock, the Heavy Arms, those mobile suits that you just fought, they're all from the Gundam Wing series.
Wait, can I do that here?
Yeah, you can set parts and stuff while you're here.
Okay, well let's okay. I can't. Okay, there is Death Sight. Okay.
But what you're dealing with are the Endless Waltz versions of the mobile suits.
Okay, let's see what Death Cloak does. Total immunity to special attacks. I assume that means special effects like heat and whatnot.
Yeah, heat, shock, fear, stun, all that stuff, you're immune to it.
And that's kind of crap.
Well, look how much armor and speed it gives you.
A decent amount.
What else gives you near that amount?
The other level 3 things like power booster and whatnot. I mean, this one gives... Huh, you're right. Well, I mean, power booster is like the shittiest one. Let's take a look at... Come on! Way over here. Let's take a look at burning booster for a moment. Let's see. 80, 70... 50. Okay, you know what? Yeah, you're right. That is a lot more than I took it for. Huh.
Yeah.
Neat.
I mean, the only thing not going for it is like the fact that it doesn't give you energy on top of what it gives you.
Right. It just does this. If
Yeah,
it gave me
it's
an
like-
energy, it'd be really good.
Yeah, like, you know, boost to armor, boost to speed, and like total immunity to all status effects.
It's not bad. It's totally not bad. I like these shoulder pads too. Kind of like blades. Back of the head's pretty cool. And honestly, for a Gundam, this is a Gundam, right?
Oh yeah, this is a Gundam Death Sight.
Huh. I like the legs, though they're kind of silly. They kind of look like jester shoes.
Well, yes, you got to keep in mind that this is the chibi-ized version of the Death Sight.
Right.
Actually, this is the Death Sight Hell version, if I remember correctly.
Possibly.
Huh. Well, I'm pretty sure because
That's what I
all the W Gundams are from like Endless Waltz. At least those variants are. Except for maybe the Sandrock, because that one has a weird thing going on with it that it's not in any of its other iterations. I really wonder why they did that in here, and I really wish that Ray didn't point it out to me because I just can't not see it after he pointed it out that how weird it was.
Huh. Okay. Huh. I'm sorry, I'm just messing around. Okay, well, let's just look at that later.
Alright, like it is like a good mobile suit. Do you want to see about giving it to anyone?
At some point, yes.
Okay.
As of right now, what's our next modus operandi?
Okay. So now that you've gotten the new Gundam, you've cleared out the moon ship, and
Right.
You've gotten through the peak of Mount Trial, it's time to take on Moon Base.
Gamma?
Yeah.
The secret hidden third moon base that neither of us knew about?
Yes. The secret hidden third moon base that neither of us knew about.
I flew all over that damn moon! How the hell?
That's what I'm wondering about too. But I'm thinking it probably didn't show itself because you technically weren't able to enter it. You gotta remember, all this stuff you're doing now because you have keycard 5.
Oh god, you think it was just invisible until keycard 5 happened?
I think it just didn't let you do it until like keycard 5 became a thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Just go through a tunnel on Earth, wind up in Moonbase Alpha. I mean Gamma.
Okay. So save, restore TP, upgrade mobile suits if like you feel you need to. Because the thing about Moonbase Gamma is that there are no random encounters inside of it at all.
Oh boy.
And usually whenever you see something like that, you can figure why the reason is. That's because every fight that you do get into in there, and you will get into a bunch of fights, is the equivalent of its own boss battle.
Oh boy, it's new Mountain Trial.
Yes, actually, it's a Mount Moon Trial.
Here on Mount Moon, you fight all the Clefairies. I'm gonna live with the Clefairies forever! Don't question this.
Okay. So,
Okay.
I'm trying to remember the direction you go in order to get to the new area.
We'll see when we get there. Now I'll talk about One Piece 2!
Oh, hang on, let me make sure that I save my fruit piece. Okay, I do have other stuff One Piece related, but I'll go into that later. What's your One Piece stuff?
Okay, so...
Do you have a fruit?
I do not.
Ah.
I have fruits that I would totally want in One Piece verse if I were there,
Mm.
and I don't know if I've ever stated them on camera.
I don't think so, but I have a feeling that what you want to bring up is not related to that.
What do you mean?
Like, you said you have a One Piece thing to bring up.
No, that is it.
Oh, really?
So-
That is it? You want to, like, state off what fruits that you...
I would go for.
Ah, okay.
Now, if we're counting any fruits ever, rise, ascend. The rise and ascend fruit.
Oh, there is a devil fruit like that. Okay. Now, nope.
No, there's another landing spot.
Yeah. So, just fly left.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit upwards, but not too upwards, but most definitely left.
Oh my gosh,
Okay, there we go.
this so was not here earlier.
Doesn't help there's no map.
Make it.
Okay, there you go. Now, you don't need invisible from this point onwards.
Yay! I knew I didn't have to waste it. Woo! Oh man. Oh boy. Let's do this.
And this is like well, we'll find out when you save.
Fritz. Yeah, that's fine.
Right,
He has the
because
armor.
like all the other moon bases, you are able to save.
Oh really?
Yes.
Oh thank goodness. Hey guys, don't mind me. I'm just gonna save over here. Oh, it's one of these.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just like the other moon base.
Yep.
Okay, so if I was to be in the One Piece verse, there's a few probable things I would try to pull off, and that is, if we're counting any fruits of ever, the Tanuki fruit is not a bad one to get.
Mhm.
Being able to make perfect copies of anybody is pretty sweet. I mean, it wouldn't give me too many options personally as to what I could do unless I was really smart about it.
Mhm.
Now, like, I could make characters like the jacket human, like I told you about.
Mhm.
Whereas, like, I could just slip on this guy and have all of his strength, and that would boost my own strength. I could use a Miss Doublefinger, who can apparently acupuncture herself to make herself buff.
Wait. What?
Miss Doublefinger,
Uh-huh.
the Spike human. She at one point basically stabbed her fingers into her shoulders on certain pressure points, and she got really buff and was able to break through stone pillars.
But behold, Zeon Gamma.
Do I have to? This is just shameful.
Well,
You got a coat of paint, you call yourself Gamma, huh?
no.
Oh boy, you're so cool, aren't you? Well, let's do this then.
Well, before you go on, there's just something I want to acknowledge, or like I have acknowledged.
Uh-huh.
You're telling me that One Piece has acknowledged that human body pressure points that affect the body are a thing.
Yes. Ore wa mo shinderu.
Human body pressure points are a thing, and so far only one person has ever shown them off? Or have they actually come up at like various points?
I'm trying to think, has anyone else used them? I don't think anyone else has used them.
And like when she used her pressure points, this is the woman with like the needle fruit, right?
Yeah.
Did she like use needles specifically in order to activate them, or was it just points on the body that she pressed?
She literally turned her fingers into spikes and stabbed her shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't bleed either, I don't think.
I see. So, basically like acupuncture.
Yeah?
Did she ever use it offensively?
What do you mean? To stab someone else's other pressure points? No.
Ah,
She never did that.
okay. But they are a thing.
Yes, definitely are a thing.
Well, that makes me hopeful, mainly because of something that I want to bring up. But that can certainly wait until after you get your stuff out there.
Uh-huh. Now, and there's other, various things, like making Gecko Moria, who can take people's shadows, stuff them into other people, and boost their abilities. Shove that into the Jacket Man, and then wear him, and he'd be even stronger.
Now I'm just imagining Senketsu, but done One Piece style.
Making me even buffer. Made Nightmare Senkets. Oh, jeez. Didn't need that. And all the pain that it would cause the Jacket Man, I could just have a copy of Kuma push all that pain out into a bubble, since Kuma can do that. Kuma being my second, actually, he's really more my first choice. I'd rather have Kuma's fruit, honestly. I admit it wholeheartedly, I'd rather have Kuma's fruit.
I see. So, number one fruit you want is Kuma's.
Kuma's, and I know just how to get it, just where to attack him. And I wouldn't even feel bad about it. I can even overcome the guilt of killing him. Because he'd just be a robot at that point. So, I don't care.
That's actually a rather interesting thing to think about. But then again, I guess it's not all that interesting. You essentially told me that a robot can be a devil fruit user.
Yes.
And so, like, him becoming a robot didn't count as him dying to where he lost a paw fruit.
Have I seen him use it after time skip? I don't think I have. I don't think he's appeared after time skip. Other than, you know, when he gave them their ship. So, he might not have it anymore, but I think he has it.
Because if he has it, then that would mean that he's still counted as technically being alive.
I guess so.
Because otherwise, he should have lost it, and like it would have went to someone else.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, the fruit would be out there otherwise.
Fair enough.
Right? But I'm saying, like, you know, the whole, a robot can be a devil fruit user. It's like, that doesn't do me much good information, because a pen can be a devil fruit user. So the fact that it's a robot don't matter much.
Right, you could shove it into a damn gun. They did. And a sword. It'd be really weird if you think about it. My sword ate the jacket fruit. I don't know what new opportunities this offers me. I can now wear my sword like a jacket.
You know what would probably be like the most wasted devil fruit ever? If a transponder snail somehow ate a microphone fruit.
Oh god.
Then it became like, I say microphone, but I'm having trouble remembering the exact thing. Those devices that you hold up, you speak into them, and it just amplifies your voice.
Megaphone.
Yeah, that's it. If a transponder snail ate like a megaphone fruit, and it's like that feels like such a waste, doesn't it?
It now transmits. It's basically on speakerphone. Wait, it's always on speakerphone.
Like, I'm saying it's like such a waste because a transponder snail is more or less meant to like give faraway signals and stuff like that. Via radio waves or what have you. Shorthand radio, more or less.
Essentially.
Yeah, but then, like, you gave it a fruit, and its one ability is that it can transform into a megaphone, and then you can just, like, use that to announce stuff better. When, like, it probably could have just, like, announced stuff over an intercom if you set it up that way. So...
But yeah, like my preferred method of attacking, preferred time of attacking Kuma would be after the 2-year time skip. Luffy lost his brother Ace. The wars happened, and Kuma's just sitting there guarding the Straw Hat ship for 2 years from everyone who comes to attack it, and it's just like on the verge of death practically. Like wires exposed, can barely walk straight, and it's just like following a mission that he had pre-programmed into him as the last, like his last wish. Before he got turned full robot. He basically just asked Dr. Vegapunk, you know, could you program in one mission for me, basically. And once he's just like, Frankie comes in, he's like, mission over, and he just starts to walk off, I just kind of like, and just kill him. I'd have to get a damn good crew, because he's still Kuma. Also, yeah, I mean, that could work out. Wait, okay, so...
scan the area. There's no random battles, so, feel free to just run around.
A button.
Okay, so then run back and save.
Okay.
Alright, but there's something that I question.
Okay.
Like, I swear you brought this up to me before in another conversation, and I kept that in mind, because you also brought up another thing that just makes me wonder, wait, doesn't that affect your plan?
What's that?
The idea is, like, Kuma guards the boat, and then he goes off. And like, assuming that whatever Straw Hats arrive on the boat, don't try to defend Kuma.
Mm-hmm.
Like the moment that you try to surprise attack him to kill him.
Frankie found it first by himself.
Okay, like assuming that Frankie doesn't try to intervene in any sort of way.
Yes.
When you try to go to Kuma.
Assuming.
Yeah. Didn't you say that there was another guy that was actually guarding the boat alongside Kuma?
Yeah, that guy that looks like Sanji's wanted poster.
Wouldn't you also have to deal with him? Like, wouldn't they have built up some kind of camaraderie just guarding this boat together?
Kuma wouldn't give a crap about him, but he probably would care about Kuma because of misplaced camaraderie. Fair enough. I might have to attack before Frankie gets there and just guard the ship myself the rest of the time. If I have to fight Duval, I'll fight Duval. He's strong, but I don't know how strong.
Is that not Sanji?
Yeah, not Sanji's name is Duval. He was very ugly and looked like Sanji's wanted poster until Sanji kicked him pretty.
Yes, that's like the second time that's happened, as far as I know.
Wait, it happened before? Yeah, he did do that to someone. Seeing that guy for the first time is the most hilarious freaking scene I saw, because everyone's just laughing at the fact that there's a guy that looks like Sanji's wanted poster and he's just in despair about it, and Duval's like, I hate you, you've ruined my life by having a wanted poster that looks like me. Now everyone thinks I'm a pirate when I'm not. And everyone's just laughing their ass off, and Brooks just falls to the ground laughing and pounding his skeletal fist on the ground, which just makes little tapping noises because there's no meat on it. This is great.
Right, so then save.
Again.
And then we'll pick up our conversation along with more completion of this moon base in the next episode.
Oh, we're getting it. Goodbye, buddy. Wait, should you turn that off while it's doing this? Okay.